Today we're going to try out chains both on the two on the front tires. Now we're going to install one on the front tire of mine and one on the rear tire. We're just trying to see if it makes actually any difference having them different, and then we're going to try 4 chains on all 4 tires later on. Yeah, so to start off, you get the chain all lined up with your tire laid out nice and wide. You just make sure you got the correct side up. You can tell by looking at the hooks. You want the hook this way instead of with the other part facing up, to that hook into your tire. And you get it all the width of your tire and line straight up, and do the same for the other tire. So again, on the same on the rear tire here, you just get it lined up, keep it centered to your tire. So you pull this chain over the tire, wrap it all nice, make it nice and tight and snug.
Back hook.
Hook the back hook first? You hook your back hook first?
I'll hook the back hook.
Yeah.
You want it on the close, whatever link is the closest you can reach.
Okay.
The one you want.
The closest or the tightest?
Well, the tightest. I'm going 3/8 opposite. Like that.
And you gotta do the same on the other side, I assume?
Yep.
So 3 in?
3 in, we'll end up right about there. Just gonna hook that in that little V-groove there. Just like that.
And that's it. And then we get the tensioner on it. Excellent. So now we gotta put the tensioner on. So the tensioner. Bungee cord, simple bungee cord hooks on it. Pretty much. And the idea is we want to keep them pretty well even.
Almost the same as your bolt pattern. You can do it with these because it's the same on the bolts as their lips.
So there's 5.
Show another one down here somewhere.
So is it better to stretch them across or go around in circles?
That doesn't really matter. You all get tension.
So the chain would come off if you never had your tensioner on?
Yeah. Or it would just playing around and might slip on the tire. Chances of it coming off? Good, I guess. What's that?
The bunny chains on the tractor also.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the Trail Walker channel. Today we're going to be doing a snow run, and we're testing out some chains on 2 of the JKs versus 2 of the other vehicles without chains, so we're going to kind of see what the difference is. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe now and hit the like button, and it helps the channel out quite a bit. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments, and looking forward to what people have to say. So we're just starting basically the dirt road to get down to the run. We decided to go with chains in the front on both instead of one in the front and one in the rear, and they're concerned that having one chain in the front and one chain in the rear would give one tire more bite on one side and less bite on the other side. And
Stop.
definitely interesting driving on concrete with these things.
Yeah, should be vibrating.
Yeah, so we're on concrete.
You do the speed limit then.
Actually, we drive a little faster, they smooth out a bit.
Funny how, no matter how tight you got them, the chains come slapping right up on the top of it.
Yeah, so we're trying to change out on the front on both vehicles, just for the reason we're concerned that we might actually.
Sounds like we're in the fucking computer and final facility.
Yeah, we might actually break an axle if one tire bites and the other one doesn't bite. So we're not going to be doing the test of one in the front, one in the back today. Still, it's going to be interesting to see how they work. It was fun to install them. So just to let everyone know, there's some limitations on what you can do with chains. There's a 40 km/h speed limit on them, so if you do have them on your vehicle, make sure you're not exceeding the 40 km/h. Besides that, just make sure that they're nice and tight. We got them pretty snug on the 35s. They do obviously have a little bit of play, but that's basically what chains are like. So if anyone else has any suggestions or comments on their experience with chains, leave them below. It's nice to hear anyone else's experience. This is my first time running with chains. Dave is running chains quite a bit, and Marshall, who isn't here, he's used chains quite a bit himself. And anyway, I'd just like to hear what other people's experiences are. So first impressions, we went up a couple of hills that were just solid ice, and you wouldn't even know that it was ice with these chains. They gripped amazingly. We're just getting a little bit of snow cover now, and we're heading down to the trail, but so far it's pretty impressive. We ran into another Jeep going the opposite direction, and it was pretty funny. He was sliding down the hill because the hill was so icy, and I had stopped on the Ingle and just pulled away, no problem at all. So I definitely noticed a little bit of a difference already, and we'll just keep seeing how it goes and pointing out the difference. So the trail is just getting ready to start right now. So this is... doesn't look like anyone's been on this lately. But anyway, should be... Should be interesting to see where this goes and how the day goes. This is as far as anyone went. After this, they walked. So we're breaking trail now. It's this is all uncut snow, and no idea how deep it is and what it's going to be like, but I got a feeling today's going to be an extremely challenging run. But that's why we got these rigs. We got them to stay home and not do this stuff. This is what they're built for. So we just had our first little bit of a challenge heading up a hill, breaking trail, and it was slow going up, but it didn't stop at all. Once I got to the top of the hill, I put her in 4 low, just to, 4 low is a little better in these conditions than 4 high. I am running now with all lockers on, we're assuming that the guys in back are not running lockers yet. But braking trail is a little bit different than driving behind, so we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a challenge just to get to the actual run where we're going, so we're going to make a call at the top and decide if we're actually going to try to do the trail or not. I'm pretty sure we're crazy enough to try it, but anyway, we don't want anyone breaking their vehicle today, so we'll see how it goes and take it one step at a time, but I don't know how deep the snow is right now. Looks like we're sinking about, probably about 8 to 10 inches into the snow. And then whatever is under that, we're just riding on top of it, so. But, keep it going and keep everyone posted on how the chains work out, but so far, I think they're pretty impressive. Snow is starting to get deep. We are getting through, but it's a very slow process. The chains don't help on packed snow, or chains don't help on the soft snow very much. It's more the packed snow they work well on.
See, we're making diffs now, so definitely get deeper.
Just made the comment where we're actually, you can see the diffs are dragging in the snow. So the snow is definitely getting much deeper and thicker. We're still quite a distance away from the trailhead, so I don't know what's going to happen today. I don't know if we're going to be able to do the trail. Every little tiny incline seems to be a bit of a challenge getting up, just because the extra effort it takes to go uphill. Honestly, do not think I'd get this far leading without chains on my tires, so I've done enough winter wheeling to experience what it's like in this type of snow, and definitely a slow progression, and we're still nowhere near the trailhead, so I'm not sure how well this is going to work to getting down Trenchvale or not. So we just reached the trailhead. We're gonna have a little bit of a conversation and determine what we're gonna do, but I have a feeling we're going in. A meeting, and we decided that we're gonna try to see how far we can get, and basically just go from there. We measured the snow. It's the shallowest spots, it's about a foot deep. In the deepest spots, it's probably closer to 2.5 feet deep. There's a thick crust layer, followed by a lot of powder, followed by ice. So it's going to make it for an interesting drive for sure. We're not going to push it too hard. We don't want anyone breaking anything. We're just going to see how far we can get in, and first sign of trouble, we'll assess it again and go from there. And worst case scenario, we will turn around and head back out. Hopefully, it's easier to get out now that we broke trail, but. Some of these hills could be a little bit challenging. We will see, that's for sure. Just crossed a little bit of a stream there, and it's a hill on the other side, but anyways, it'll work well. Just had a bit of a tree obstacle we had to go under, and it's normally not that high, but when you're driving on top of snow, it of course makes your vehicle much higher than it normally is. So we're now descending down one of the steepest hills in the run. So going down is not going to be a problem, but going back up might be. Hopefully with the trail already broken, it is not too bad. I think we have to turn around, but there's lots of trees the winch is off, so that's always an option. So the snow is pushing me. So the snow is pushing me over a little bit to the left there, and it's a bit of a drop off. I don't want to go down there, obviously. Jeez, this is rock down here. So this is a really good sign. It's all rock exposed here. So if we do have to turn around and come back up, this will definitely make it a lot easier. Concerned that this would have been frozen ice with snow on top of it, just because we know that water's always running down here. Well, this should make it a little bit easier to get back up, at least.
It's flowing really good. Figured this would be ice.
That's what I was thinking. It was going to be solid ice. Well, it's ice down here now. It's like a mushy ice, I think.
Awesome. It's still flowing good here.
So the hill up here is going to be our first challenge, I think. So we're approaching our first steep incline, which this could be the make it or break it moment, because if we can't get up this one, there's no way we're going to be able to do the rest of the run. Just trying to keep a steady pace here, and breaking trail is always the hardest, so far so good though. It's getting up it. We're going, we're going. Tried to go up the normal way, but I stopped dead. So the other way looked is not as steep. Approaching the bottom of the hardest part of this trail now, and I'm going to attempt to go up it. I don't think this is going to be possible. Anyway, we'll try and see what happens. this far. That was going to be impassable. Anyway,
Jonathan,
I will admit I'm a little bit surprised. This is the part we call trench fail. And in the summertime, this can be a challenging run. In the wintertime, with this much snow, I don't know what it's going to be like. Made it. I just got a surprise in my life. I just made that with no problem at all. Great job. That was amazing. And here comes Jamie. He never has a problem doing anything, so. What do you think of that? I can't believe it. I'm actually shocked. I don't think you're gonna climb it. Yeah. I'm just hoping I can get going again. I'm just hoping I can get going again.
you gonna have room to get up first?
Yeah, he's got room. Just has to do a tight, really, oh, look at him go. Damn, that was impressive. dig. You alright?
Huh?
You alright?
Oh, yeah.
You're trying to do a front tire. Just dug his front tires in deeper.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, that's the best option was to turn around and back up as far as I could.
Good little spot.
So I'm hoping the action cam recorded everything, because I just got out and saw that it had an SD card read error or write error, which will really suck if it didn't. Anyway, we're heading out now. We're going to go back through the trench the other way. I'm in the back this time, and I've got some footage of Noah's new rig. It's much better when you have someone in front of you, so you can get a better idea of how the actual terrain is very uneven and
Around me, boss.
how deep the snow is. Attempt to head out and hopefully everything goes smooth on the way out. Only the one hill is the
Anyone? Hey?
approaching the trench now. Noah's got the lead on the way out.
Low battery on my jigger. I'm gonna change out for head down. Hey, boy.
Yeah, I should have told you I got a low battery on mine too. I changed it up top. So we're on some pretty steep angles here. And Noah's just going into the trench now. So trying to get good footage on the action cam. Just you can see the
Had
near.
snowmobilers or side-by-side guys or something come up here now and see all these tracks going through this trench. And what the fuck was that?
Oh, they won't believe that a Jeep made it through here.
These cottage, you got a good view of it right here.
I'm just waiting here to get Noah on cam, so it looks really good.
He's back there playing with a jigger.
So the passenger's tires rubbing my inner fender flare there.
Yeah, you got the rear passenger one kind of ripped up.
just made it through the trench, and now we're starting the decline down to the stream, and so far so good. Gotta turn the heat down in the Jeep a little bit here. It's on full blast. I got the window open just to let some fresh air in.